This video is responding to a guy called DeceptiveEvangelists, and this person appears to be a Muslim, and he has set out a challenge for a Christian to answer this. His question was, can Jesus lie? And he's given two options for the Christians, essentially. He says, if your answer is no, then Jesus was not fully human, as the hypostatic union asserts. And if we say yes, this is according to him, he says, if the answer is yes, then that is illogical and self-contradictory, as God cannot lie. It is impossible for God to lie. In Hebrews 6:18, which God who does not lie, Titus 1:2, and he who is the glory of Israel does not lie, 1 Samuel 15:29. Then he goes on to say in his video, mainstream Christians are in big trouble now. Whatever answer they give, yes or no, ultimately contradicts their own doctrine. Ah, yes. Isn't this a typical tactic from Muslims? Present Christians with a false dilemma and try and catch them out. Well, buddy, you won't be catching me out. Let's begin. Interestingly, if the book of Hebrews is good enough for him, then it's good enough for me to quote. Let's begin first of all. Jesus is fully God and man, as we already know. Now, can he lie? Well, the answer quite plainly is no. But that doesn't refute the hypostatic union, because of what the scripture tells us. This is what the scripture says about Jesus. Hebrews 4:15, for we do not have a high priest who is unable to emphasize with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet he did not sin. He did not sin. So he is fully human, with the exception of human sin. That's very important to note about the sinlessness of Jesus Christ. Tempted in every way like us human beings, but never ever sinned. Never. Jesus being fully God and fully man does not mean that Jesus was born with a sinful nature in this world. Certainly not. So to say the hypostatic union is wrong because Jesus can't lie is just ridiculous. This question is a false dilemma, essentially. It is a false dilemma. And an abysmal ignorance on what the hypostatic union actually teaches about Jesus being fully God and fully man. Being fully man does not mean that Jesus was born with a sinful nature. Hence, that's why he does not sin. He is a perfect human being. He is human in every way like us, with the exception of sin. Jesus also says in John 8:46, can any of you prove me guilty of sin? If I'm telling you the truth, why don't you believe me? So again, Jesus was falsely accused of sin, yet the scripture tells us that he did not sin. And of course, the scripture shows that he is also God, not just man. Fully God, fully man, no human sin in him. So, essentially this kid is presenting a false dilemma. He should call himself Deceptive Imam, not Deceptive Evangelists. Anyway, thanks for watching.